Buenos dias. Welcome to day 230 of the year. How are you feeling this morning? Hopefully you woke up well rested after a good night of sleep and you're enjoying some quiet yin time to start the cycle of a new day and this beautiful new morning. I am here in Cappadocia in Turkey. It is so quiet and peaceful here. It is absolutely beautiful. There is so much yin energy and I'm loving these mornings that are so quiet, so still and so peaceful. So hopefully wherever you are in the world, you're enjoying some nice quiet yin time to start your day. We're on day 230 of the year, and according to 365 Tao by Deng Ming Dao, our word on day 230 is perfection. It'll be interesting to see what this little book of wisdom has to say on the subject of perfection. I've often heard the saying that nothing is perfect, although that's something that we definitely strive for, and it's the goal to create, perfect things, to be the most perfect version of ourselves. But sometimes it does feel like a goal that is a little unattainable. And if you've heard that saying as well, that nothing is perfect, things can come close, but nothing's perfect. It'll be interesting to see what this little book has to say for us about that topic. So find that nice, quiet and comfy place wherever you are. If you can be outside in nature, enjoying this beautiful day, I always encourage you to do that. Focus on your breath, be here and now and present. If you can watch the natural world unfolding around you, that's always a beautiful thing to observe, especially in the morning. Take a nice deep breath in and let's start reading together on day 230 on the subject of perfection. The hero comes down from the mountain, radiant with the power. Yet one tussle with a dusty old man quickly tumbles him into the dirt. In olden times, young men and women who wanted to be extraordinary trained in the mountains with a famous master. Away from all the distractions of society, isolated in the cleanliness, they remained on a high peak and did not come down until they had attained great ability. Such people were heroes, the pinnacle of cultivation. However, in their subsequent wanderings in the world, such heroes would often come upon some oldster who could quickly beat them. Whether in philosophical debate or physical skill, there was always some obscure wanderer who could outshine even the greatest of heroes. Why? Because the hero only had perfection, the strength of youth, and courage. The oldsters had the advantage of experience and wisdom. That is a beautiful way to think about the aging process. And if you're like me and you're in middle age, and obviously we're all getting older, well, I've kind of crossed the threshold to middle age now, and I believe that yes, I do have experience and wisdom. And those younger than me, they have the perfection and the strength of youth and a lot of courage, and we have that as well. But with age comes wisdom. I'm sure you've heard that saying before. The oldsters have the advantage of experience and wisdom, and that's what the aging process and getting older, and honestly what life is all about, right? Getting older, having experiences, and gaining wisdom. There will always be people in the world better than yourself. Wow, that's a beautiful sentence and a really good one to remind yourself, especially if you're prone to comparison. There will always be people in the world better than yourself. Learn to recognize those elders who are wiser than you and respect them. Know that you yourself will not be great until you have lived a long time. To perfect oneself is difficult but not rare. To have perfect wisdom is rare indeed. Well, that's a beautiful passage to think about. As we're all getting older, it's part of the human condition. It's one of the only guarantees and certainties in life. We are all aging, we are all getting older, and we are all going to die. It's part of the cycle of life, one of the most significant cycles of our lives, obviously. And as everything in this world and in this life is cyclical, it's a really beautiful reminder. But the way it's presented here, I think, is really, really lovely. The oldsters have the advantage of experience and wisdom. Perhaps you want to sit with that right now. Wherever you are in your life, whatever stage you're at, whatever age you are, have a think about all the experiences that you have had in your life so far and how much wisdom those experiences have given you. And yes, there's people younger than you that obviously, you know, they're younger, they're stronger, they have courage, all of those kind of things. And that's beautiful at that stage of life. But that's exactly what it is. They're at a different stage of life than you. And then there's people who are older than you. They've had even more experiences than you've had. They have even more wisdom than you do. And they're at a different stage of life as well. And I love how in the beginning it was kind of a reminder not to compare ourselves. And that's what this is about life. You know, it's not a race, it's a marathon. And you are living your own unique existence. There is no point comparing yourself to anybody else because everyone is on a different cycle. And that cycle comes in a lot of different contexts. And your age is one of those contexts. You cannot compare yourself to somebody who's 20 years younger than you, or 20 years older than you, 20 days older than you, 20 minutes younger than you. There's no point in comparing yourself to anybody else because you are living your unique experience. And all of those experiences, you know, they once, you know, over the time of the cycles of experiences, they become wisdom. And the older that you get, the more experience and the more wisdom you have. And I love how it says here to seek out people who are older and wiser than you. It's that saying of respecting your elders. And having mentors in life, having people who are a little further along the path than you are, that have perhaps done a few more things than you have, that have more experience than you do, that have more wisdom than you do, usually have a lot of wonderful knowledge to impart upon you. So perhaps if you don't have a mentor for some stage of your life, perhaps there's something that you're working on within yourself, perhaps it's something in your career, perhaps you have a hobby. Take a moment to sit and think about that. Where am I at in life, and how could a mentor, someone who's older and wiser than me, perhaps help me along the road? And perhaps look for that person. If you don't already have somebody like that in your life, that's something that you could do today, is start thinking, okay, who can I maybe approach to help me along this path? Who would perhaps like to guide or mentor me with their experience and their wisdom? It's a wonderful thing to spend time with people who are older and wiser than you are. So it's a beautiful passage today. I invite you to reread it in your own time and pull out anything there that really resonates with you. And today, if you get a little bit down on your age, actually this morning at breakfast, my waiter said to me, "Oh, it's my birthday coming up, but I don't like to celebrate my birthday because I'm getting older." And I'm like, that's a wonderful thing. What do you mean you're getting older? He's like, "Oh, I'm going to be 24. I was like, "You're a baby, 24. Like, you're literally like, you're at such a stage of your life where you shouldn't even be worrying about getting older." He's like, "Well, how old are you?" I said, "I'm 45. Like, it's like, "Oh, really?" I'm like, "Yes, you're going to get older every single year of your life. That's a given, but it's not something to be like sad or ashamed about. It's something to celebrate, because as it says here, every year is another year of experience gained and another year of wisdom." So I wish you a beautiful, beautiful day on day 230 of the year. Thank you so much for being here to start the morning with me, and I will check in with you tomorrow. Bye.